Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at TMD Motorhomes in the Midlands and I'm here to review this. This is the Adria Matrix Supreme DL. I will also in this video be showing you the DC, which is a different bed layout. So I'm going to cover both of them, but the one we're going to focus on is the DL and then dive into the DC. I was going to say to have a bit of bed action, but no, to show you the bed. So let's make a start on the DL. So what do we need to know about it? So Matrix is available on Fiat and Mercedes, and this one here I'm going to show you is the Mercedes Benz version. So if you see MB on that Adria name, it means it's based on Mercedes Benz. So it comes with a 2-litre diesel engine and standard with 150 horsepower. You can upgrade if you want to the 170 horsepower with the automatic transmission. Now this is quite a big motorhome. It's 7 metres and 69 centimetres in length. It's 2 metres and 29 centimetres in width. And in terms of height, it's 2 metres and 87. Weight-wise, it has a gross vehicle weight of 3,880 kilos, so you are going to need your C1 category on your licence, but you're going to get a good payload at that, 560 kilos. If you want to go higher, you can upgrade your weight at the point of ordering to 4,200 kilos or even 4,500. So it depends how much payload you want. When we had a Matrix, we took ours up to 4,000 kilos, or 4 tonnes. So that basically summarises the size and the weight. And now, although it is Mercedes, it is on the Alco chassis, and that's why this is great for those heavier weights. Right, let's make our way to the front. Now this is a 4-berth motorhome. It has 4 travel seats. If you don't want 4 berths and you're just a couple, you might be interested in the Adria Coral. Exactly the same, but it doesn't have the drop-down bed, which we'll see when we go inside. And that is a difference between Coral and Matrix. Matrix will give you those 4 berths. Now price-wise, it starts at £115,000, but realistically, the price that we see here, £134,000 at TMD, that's more where you're going to be when you've added some important extras. And I'll go through those as we go round. So we can see here we've got the dark cab. Now because it's Mercedes, it's got all the safety features on it. The Adria name up there, the badge, and that big sunroof window. Again, we'll see the benefits of that inside. We'll make our way down the offside first of all. So coming down the offside, you do have quite large wing mirrors on the Mercedes. They're electrically operated. You're going to get the alloy wheels, the Adria badge, and these sills as well for stepping in. These are quite nice. Got the electric hookup box here, and then as we come down, so what I'll do, I'll start on the roof. Now this one has had fitted an air conditioning unit and a 120-watt solar panel as extras. This one also has the 2-lay awning that winds out. You can have an electric motor fitted to these. That's what we did on our Matrix, so you can electrically operate them, but standard it's a manual winder. There's an awning light, the vents for the tower fridge and freezer, and you will get an electric step as well here on the Matrix. Now coming back, big garage. Dive round here and I'll show you in it. Adria always deliver on the garages. I must say these are fabulous. Now there's a bit of stuff in here. This is a brand new motorhome and it's got, I think, some wheels that have come, steel wheels with it. So a few bits and pieces, but we can see in excellent height, a really good depth to this garage, ideal for your bikes. You could even get a scooter in here depending on the weight you've gone up to. There is the 12-volt and a plug socket here. So we can see the size here. You can see there's some storage as well there. You have got as well an external shower, and I think this one possibly has a gas barbecue point, but it's certainly got that shower. So you can see in there are lights as well. Now this model has the Alder wet central heating and the Alder underfloor heating, and that heating continues through into your garage area, so that's going to keep you all your things in there nice and warm. Now on the rear end, again, the Adria deliver on the back end. You can see the LED light cluster. This was new a couple of years ago when they remodelled. Pre-installation for a bike rack. I don't think you're probably going to use one because you have got that large garage. There is the rear view camera as well, and then coming down This is where you're going to find the reversing sensors as well, and the name Supreme there, so you know that this is the Matrix Supreme. Let's come round to the near side. So on the near side we have another garage door here, and then we continue along. Now on the Adria you can see it has got, I always call them the silver sides, they call them grey, but to me these are silver. It's got these beautiful silver sides, the graphics, the decals that they use. Toilet cassette point here, and then there is a very good size LPG or gas locker, 2 11-kilo gas cylinders in there. The vent for that Aldo wet central heating and underfloor heating, and then here this is the filler for the fresh water. On board 150 litres of fresh water and 150 litres of grey waste. That's a lot of water. Those are really good sized tanks. Again, Adria deliver on that. And this has an electrically operated grey waste dump. So when you get to the grey waste at the motorhome service point, press a button and boom, out it comes. This is a pump here. If you aren't near a tap, you can get a water pump, put it in your water butt and then feed it into there. That'll give the power for that. Diesel, I believe it's a 90 litre diesel tank on this Matrix, and you'll also have the AdBlue, I believe, but that is your diesel. And there, the finishing off of the cab. So we've done the exterior. Let's go in and take a look at the DL. So I'll open the door. We have got a clasp here, that's going to fix into there. Blind with the Adria name, the bin, in we go. I'm going to venture straight up into the cab. This one has been fitted with the optional leather here at TMD. I like the leather. There's a couple of different colours. This one is the tan colour, it's brown as you can see. Beautifully finished, I love this quilted finish. The A embossed here in the headrest as well. And these nice armrests again finished in the leather. Now on the Mercedes there's the multifunctional steering wheel, the start and stop, and you can see here the buttons for the water dump. Now this one also has a heat exchanger. I won't go into too much detail on that, but basically with your Aldo system, if you're on the way to a campsite, you can press your button and it will preheat your heating system, so when you arrive on site you're already lovely toasty and warm, and that heat has gone through your habitation area. So that is a feature on this. This is a great system. You'll get your rear view camera on here, you'll also get your navigation and all the functions on Mercedes. I don't know if Adria use the Mercedes app. If they do, the Mercedes app is a really good tool to be able to operate numerous functions within the Mercedes part of this motorhome. Now in the cab you will get blinds obviously all the way around in the windows and here in the front window as well. Above me, good sized sunroof, and you can open that for ventilation. It does also have a blind and a fly screen as well. Right, let me stand up. So standing up, now there's various little lights dotted about in the Adria as we can see. A little storage cupboard here. And then underneath we've got the USB charger, more little LED lights that move about. There's also the window on the side that opens up with the blinds and the fly screen. And the layout on the D stands for dinette, the D, L stands for longitudinal bed, so the D is the dinette. This opens up and it's a really good size folding table. It is a fixed table, you can't remove this unless you literally remove it, it is fixed. So plenty of seating. The two chairs do both swivel round. Now because this is Matrix, we have the drop down bed here. Now underneath you'll get some nice lighting. With Matrix having the drop down bed you lose a little bit of headroom, so again if you're just a couple and you don't want the drop down bed, go for Coral. With Coral you get another big sunroof here and you'll get more headroom. There are lockers, I'll give these a push. As you can see it says push. If it wasn't there you may wonder how to get into them. On these struts, good amount of storage space in these, and bring those down. And on the same side here as well, this side, sorry, we also have lockers too for storage. Now, I'll come into the kitchen first of all. So in the kitchen, we have this silver splashback surround, as we can see. The window opens, it's got a blind and a fly screen. Give these a push. Storage in there as well. Because we have an extractor fan, there's a little bit of intrusion in these, as you can see on each side. That's where the extractor's feeding up and going outside. You operate your extractor fan from your control under here. There's also 2 plug sockets. You can have an optional coffee machine as well if you want in your matrix. Now in the kitchen, I must say the worktop space is not bad at all. There's plenty of space around here. There's a little shelf there, and you can always use the lounge table if you need extra worktop space. It's right there for you. Under here we are going to find 3 gas burners. No electric hot plate on Adria, pretty standard on European motorhomes. Then the sink, if I just lift the cover off, you can see the square sink with the swivel tap. Put that back. And then coming down here we have the Thetford gas oven and grill, so it will do both. And then if I give this a little push, you can see there's some storage underneath there. And then we move around to the bank of drawers. These are soft close, you can pull that out. I believe you'll get a cutlery tray to go in there, I would imagine so. That's the actual pump I was talking about if you needed to feed water, if you weren't at a tap but you had a water butt. That's your pump there that you can plug in. Push these through, they close a bit quicker. What I do like about these is how long they are. They go all the way back. That's a great feature because storage is at a premium in motorhomes. And then push that in. No, won't push that. There we go. Push that in. And then same here. This one's a little shallower. And then soft close. So there we go. Kitchen space. Coming across now to the off side. So this is the control panel for the matrix. Your water, it's going to show you battery level, various functions here. This is the control for the Alder wet central heating and the hot water as well. And then here, this is where you're going to situate your television. Now this has changed before. On the older models, the television actually came out of this cupboard. So you lost your cupboard space, whereas now the television's going to go on this bracket. You've got your plug socket here, the aerial socket, and light switches and the electric step button. Under here you'll find the button for the drop down bed. It's electrically operated. I won't press it now because Jules is stood under it, but that's where you'll find that. Now this cupboard, as I say, is now an open free cupboard and there is loads of room in there. So that's really good to see because we felt we lost our cupboard to the television. Coming down, 142 litre tower fridge and freezer by Thetford. This is an absorption fridge and freezer, so it's going to run off gas and electric. If you're on hookup, put it on electric and that's where it'll power itself from. If you're off grid, you haven't got electric hookup, you'll need to either put it on auto and it'll find the power itself, or set it to gas and it will use gas to power itself off grid. So gas and electric. I love this one. I've had a number of motorhomes with this particular model and that is probably one of my, well, probably is my favourite, but yeah, Thetford. Right, I'm going to move back slightly. As I come back, got a nice big sunroof here. That one does open. And this has had the air conditioning fitted. I mentioned outside, the Truma air conditioning, and that's situated here in the centre of the motorhome. Now, on our matrix that we had, it was a 2020 model, our air conditioning was actually back here in the bedroom, but now this one's here. Right, this door, let me stand back. This partition door for the bathroom closes and that will separate that front space to this back space, and I'll show you in the bathroom as we go round. Here on the off side is a separate shower cubicle. I do like separate shower cubicles, as I've told you in reviews before. Sunroof, it does have a blind and a fly screen and that'll open for ventilation. A bar here for hanging your towels. The shower itself, you can, I'll just step down, you can put shower gels just behind there, probably not for travelling, but you can put them there for when you're using the shower. And the light switch for the shower is actually concealed under there. So that's your shower space, and obviously the doors that just pull across for your privacy. You will find as well, if someone's using the bathroom space, you do have a solid door here that slides across too. Right, now this is the DL. L stands for longitudinal beds on Adria. So if you see the L, this is the bed layout. otherwise known as single beds. You've got an option though, you can use it as 2 singles, or you can, I'll demonstrate in a minute, pull out a slat, add a cushion, and it's a huge bed. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. One of them is slightly longer at 202 centimetres. It may well be this side, 202 centimetres long. The other one's 197 centimetres long, and they're both 83 centimetres wide. So these are very good sized beds. If you're a taller person, up to 202 centimetres. What you will get is lockers above your bed. I'll just open 2 of these. You can see the length, the depth of them, the height of them. So storage for clothing, or whatever you choose to put in there. Close those up. Now underneath you've got the little lights, the LED lights, there's USB chargers, and this is slightly padded as well. And then you've got this backboard here. This does illuminate as well on a night time. Well, anytime you turn the switch on, but you'll notice it more on a night time. Now, as I said, I'll show you this in a minute. In that corner up there, you can see almost like a shelving unit. You've got USB charging point there. And in this corner here, this is where you can plug in a television. So if you wanted to watch television in bed, you'd be able to install a bracket on that wood panel here and watch television. Right, so I'll show you the bed and then I will show you the storage space. So if I just move down, there's a handle here. You pull this out, you can see the slat. You get this cushion. This cushion's going to go in between and it's going to then become a massive bed. You do get a ladder if you're wondering how you climb up onto it. The ladder's here. So you'll attach your ladder at that bottom bit there and you then climb up if it is an island bed. If you use it like that, totally up to you. These beds also do sit up. You can see here on the ratchet system here, so you can elevate yourself as well while sitting in bed. Right, let's have a look under here. So on this side, this is the offside bed. That's a draining cover for the kitchen. They just put them in there when they come from Adria. So that's the draining board. Got a nice drawer here, this nice dark wood. And then next down, just pull this one, slightly smaller drawer, not much depth to it. And then on the other side, I'll push that in. Here, and slide this across, we have got a huge, great big under storage. This does slide back, let me do that. That makes it easy for you to see. Under storage there, wardrobe space. That's got really good, literally depth and height to it. As a storage compartment, that is excellent. So really good under the bed there. These are the sort of things you do need to look at, depending on how much stuff you take, how long you go away for, how important these things are. And depending on the weight you up plate to, depends really on how much payload you're going to be able to have. Right, what we'll do is we'll have a look in the washroom as we go. So if I open this door again, now what I do like, you are going to see, Jules, there isn't much option. I do like you've got a nice full-size mirror here. Motorhomes don't often come with big mirrors. This one's got a huge mirror. You can see we've got the Thetford swivel toilet. And then if I open this for us, there is a cabinet there with storage under that sink. Then there's the fruit bowl sink with the big tap. I'll just step in now. So big mirror, lighting above as well. I'll open this cupboard. Now in here, what I do like to see, I know I talk about these things, bars here, you can see it's holding the stuff there. So when you're on your travels, when you arrive on the campsite and open the door, everything doesn't fall on top of you. So that is good there. And then we have a hook for a towel or something up there. And then a little bit of storage here. And again, we've got some, that makes a nice noise, look. Some nice elastic bands there to keep your bits and pieces in place. Sunroof again here with the blind. There's still in the matrix that I can see no toilet roll holder. There wasn't in ours and there still isn't by all accounts, so no loo roll holder by the look of it. You'll have to sort that out for yourself. Right, let me do that and we'll venture back out that way. So longitudinal beds, excellent length to them, really good. Nice bedroom space. Maybe a little bit plain with the white, if anything, but that is Adria's style. They keep it plain and simple, but functional and practical. Kitchen, Good amount of worktop space. You're going to get your oven and grill. You're going to get your tower, fridge and freezer. Nice big bracket here for the television. And I must say, I quite like that leather. That's quite nice indeed. Right, let's dive out. And what I'll do next is I'll just go and show you the bedroom in the DC. So there we go. That was Matrix DL. There is also the Coral DL, as I say, exactly the same, but without the drop down. Now this is the DC. So we're going to get a dinette lounge again, same because it's the D for dinette. C for the central island bed, and we'll have a look at that. Let's just look around the outside because it might be you're interested in a DC, so it's only fair that we get to have a look around. This one's got just about exactly the same equipment as the DL. We've still got all the silver. This one's got the aircon as well and the solar. The garage, I'm not sure if one of these is open. I'll show you the garage if it is. So the DC, same back end as we saw. Yes, this is open, so this is good to show you. There is a bit of a difference. Now, as you can see, on the DL, we had that huge garage with the height. On the island bed, on the DC, you'll find you do not get quite the same amount of height because of the island bed. This does go up though. It will lift electronically, press a button, so you can raise this up. So you can get more height than this, because obviously if you want to take your beds, then that is important. We had our Matrix was the DC, and we got 2 e-bikes in there. We just took the front wheel off so the handlebars were a bit lower, but this will go up a little bit, so you don't worry about that. But that is your garage space. Again, if you're interested in these models, go and find a dealer and go and have a look, because plenty of them are in stock now, so it's important that you can go and actually see them and make sure that these layouts are going to work for you. Right, coming inside the DC. Now, this one has got the black leather, so a different coloured finish to what we saw in the DL. So if you do want the leather finish, you can get a different idea here on the colour scheme. Coming back, so this is the bedroom. I've done my best to try and make it so we can see the bed, but it is all brand new and packaged, and the mattress is folded. So what you do with the DC bed, the island bed, as you can see, it's ratcheted up at the moment. This bed, in terms of its size, is 195 centimetres long and 150 centimetres wide. It's a very good size island bed. Now under here you can see this part of it. What you can do with this bed, at the moment I've pushed it in. So during the day or when you're travelling, you push the bed in. When you want to use the bed, you pull. I'm not going to pull it too much because I'll probably do my back in, but you pull it out, and obviously that mattress is going to then fold out and make the full bed. When you don't want it, you push it up like that. So that is as simple as it gets. So fully extended, it does come quite far out. So there's a lot less leg room for getting around. So that's the island bed. The 3 lockers, let's have a look in one of these. Hold on. There we go. So we can see here in the DC locker. The good thing about the island bed as opposed to the DL is you will get more headroom because you're not quite as high up with the bed. So up to you how important that is. If I open up the wardrobe space, the draining board trays concealed in the wardrobe on this one. They pop up all over the place. Rail there for your clothing in the wardrobe, and it's the same over on that other side. USB charging point here, the dimming light switch as well. And then if I come here, television point, light switches, and then under here you have some storage. You don't get that on the other side, it's just on this side. And under the bed, I'll just pull these out for you. Oh, just open this up, should I say. It used to have a drawer. You've got storage under there. So you can see a little bit of storage just under your bed. Right, close that one. I've not gone through all the facts and figures on the DC because it's the same as the DL, so we don't need to go through all that again. The washroom's the same, the shower's the same fridge, freezer, and all the other parts of it are exactly the same. The difference is the layout. That's the DC island bed. Right, let's dive back out into the sunshine. Oh, Who doesn't love a bit of sunshine? This will make us all feel so much better, I know. Right, let's venture. Let's go back to, well, we'll stay at the front of this one. So that has been a walk around and a look at the Adria Matrix DL and DC for 2025. Price realistically £134,000 once you put your bits and pieces on, such as your air conditioning, your solar panel, your awning. It does obviously have the Alder wet central heating and underfloor heating. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look around with me. Adria, brand I know quite a bit about, and I always enjoy having a look. Thank you to TMD who've let me come along today and review these. It is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.